And now, for the faithfuls, this is a native Android screen reader segment, simply referred to as TalkBack Highlights. This is where some new feature or new happening with TalkBack is featured. And now, here's your newest TalkBack highlight. And now to conclude today's episode, here's John now to give us another entry in the TalkBack highlight.
Hi, John here, and today I'm going to be demonstrating the new enhanced Keymap that includes a browse mode that was introduced with TalkBack 16.2, and I am also going to show you what enabling Smart Browse mode does. Now you may receive a pop-up when you first connect a keyboard using TalkBack 16.2 asking you if you want to switch to the new Keymap. But if you either dismissed that or it doesn't pop up for you, I'm going to show you how you can manually change. So because I'm still on the default Keymap, I'm going to hit Alt-Space to bring up the TalkBack menu.
TalkBack menu. Audio ducking on. Selected.
Alt-Arrow.
TalkBack settings.
To the right to get to TalkBack settings, and I'm going to hit Alt-Enter to activate it.
TalkBack settings. Navigate up. Button.
Alt-H to go by headings.
Audio. Heading. Visual. Heading. Controls. Heading.
And we will
Gestures.
now look for
Edit menus. Keyboard shortcuts.
keyboard shortcuts.
Keyboard shortcuts. Navigate up. Button.
Once you go in here,
Keymap. Heading.
you'll see where you can change the Keymap.
Choose a Keymap. Default Keymap.
I'm going to select this.
Choose a Keymap. Default Keymap. Radio button. Checked. Selected. Enhanced Keymap. Radio button. Not checked.
And I'm going to change it to enhanced.
Enhanced Keymap is now active. Keyboard shortcuts. Navigate up. Button.
And the main thing you're going to want to keep in mind is that you now have a different modifier key. Instead of holding Alt, you'll hold Action. And what the Action key is, it's different on different keyboards, which is why it's just called Action, but it's a Windows key for me because I'm using a Windows keyboard. If you are using a Mac keyboard, it will be Command, and if you are using a Chrome OS keyboard, it will be the search key. But I'll just refer to it as Action going forward. The other thing you are going to want to keep in mind is that when you activate an item, you're going to press the space bar along with the modifier key rather than Enter. So whereas you used to hit Alt-Enter, now you're going to hit Action Space. And the reason this change has been made is because Action Enter is a system shortcut to take you to the home screen. So now you'll be hitting the space bar instead. So it might take you a little while to get used to, but that's how you'll have to do it going forward with this specific Keymap. Now I'm going to show you what else is on this page.
Choose modifier key. Action.
There's a place where you can choose the modifier key, but as of now, the only option is the Action key. So this is useless at the moment.
Reset the Keymap.
This will reset the Keymap if you have customized keyboard shortcuts.
View system keyboard shortcuts.
This is where you can go to View System Keyboard Shortcuts.
Navigation actions. Heading.
And then below that is a list of all the keyboard shortcuts for this Keymap, which I won't go through in this demonstration. But I will show you how to use browse mode. I'm going to bring up Chrome by using the system keyboard shortcut of Action B for browser.
Progress bar 0%. Chrome. Web view 0%. Chrome Google. Open the home page. Button.
Then I'm going to hit Control L to get to the address bar.
Search Google or type URL. Showing Gboard. 2 suggested items in list below. List.
And I'm going to go to accessibleandroid.com.
See accessibleandroid.com. Progress bar 0%. Accessible Android. Web view. Keyboard hidden. Chrome accessible Android.
And now to turn on browse mode, you're going to double press the Action key which again is for me the Windows key, but it might be different for you.
Browse mode on.
And now you can just press H to go by heading.
Sidebar. Heading 1. Welcome. Heading 2. Accessible Android posts. Heading 1. Theseus and the Minotaur. Heading 2 link.
Or you can press K to go by link, all the usuals.
Theseus and the Minotaur. Heading 2 link. Continue reading Theseus and the Minotaur. Link. An overview of TalkBack screen reader settings. Heading 2 link.
E for edit box.
Subscribe to blind Android users mailing list email address. Edit box. Required.
Shift E to go previous edit box.
When autocomplete results are available, use up and down arrows to review and enter to go to the desired page. Touch device users explore by touch or with swipe gestures. Search text field. Required.
So this is the search box. I'm going to go by headings again.
Accessible Android posts. Heading 1. Theseus and the Minotaur. Heading 2 link. An overview of TalkBack screen reader settings. Heading 2 link.
I'm going to open this with action space.
Progress bar 0%. Chrome. An overview of TalkBack screen reader settings. Accessible Android. Open the home page. Button.
And one thing I don't like is that when you open a new page or click on a link, the focus goes up into the toolbar. I don't know if this is a Chrome issue or a WebView issue or what, but you can get back into the page by pressing certain keys. For example, if I hit E,
Shortcut not supported.
it says shortcut not supported, but if I hit H, it does go down into the page.
Sidebar. Heading 1. An overview of TalkBack screen reader settings. Heading 1.
Now, before I show you what Smart Browse Mode does, I'm going to show you how you interact with edit boxes with Smart Browse Mode turned off. So I'm going to hit E to go to the next edit box.
Comment. Edit box. Required.
So let's say I want to leave a comment. What I'd have to do is activate the edit box by pressing action space.
Comment. Edit box. Required. Editing. Showing Gboard.
And then I have to double tap the action key to turn off browse mode.
Browse mode off.
So 2 steps, then I could start typing.
G-R-A-T. Great. A-R-T-L. Article P. Space.
And then if you want to continue typing, you can just tab.
Name. Edit box. Required. Editing. Autofill suggestions available above the keyboard.
And you can just keep typing. And when you're done entering text, you can back out of the edit box by hitting action backspace, which is the system back gesture. But even if you do that, you still have to manually turn browse mode back on. So you may as well just skip that step and just double press the action key.
Browse mode on.
And then you could go, if you want to keep going through edit boxes, you can hit E.
Email subscribe to blind Android users mailing list. Edit box. Required. Chrome. An overview of TalkBack screen reader settings. Accessible Android. Keyboard hidden.
Or navigate by heading or whatever else you want. Now I'm going to show you how to turn on Smart Browse Mode and show you how the behavior differs. Now that we're using the new Keymap, we can quickly get to TalkBack settings by holding down Action and hitting OS for open settings.
TalkBack settings. Navigate up. Button.
Because I'm still in browse mode, I can go by headings by hitting H.
Audio. Heading. Visual. Heading. Controls. Heading. Typing. Heading. Braille. Heading. Advanced. Heading.
We're going to go to Advanced Options
Advanced settings.
or Advanced Settings.
Advanced settings. Navigate up. Button.
I'm going to go by headings again.
Controls. Heading.
It's actually under this heading, but it's near the end, so I'm going to go one more.
Others. Heading.
An arrow left twice.
Show instructions for turning off TalkBack. Smart Browse Mode. Automatically turns browse mode on or off based on the item you're on. This syncs input focus with TalkBack focus. Switch. Off.
I'm going to turn this on.
On.
Now going back to the browser.
Chrome. An overview of TalkBack screen reader settings. Accessible Android. Name. Edit box. Required. Leave or apply. Heading 3.
So now that I'm here, and I have browse mode on, I'm going to hit E to go to an edit box.
Great article. Edit box. Required. Browse mode off. Showing Gboard.
And as you can hear, it automatically turned it off and activated the edit box because I landed on it. So if I was going to type in here, that would have been good. But if I was just going to want to continue navigating by edit boxes, I would just type a bunch of E's. So if this is turned on, you'll have to remember to double press the action key.
Browse mode on.
Whenever you want to continue navigating.
Name, edit box, required. Browse mode off. Alternative filling options available above the keyboard.
So again, because I landed on edit box, it turned it off automatically. So really, it's kind of a pick your poison situation. If you have smart browse mode turned on, you'll have to remember to turn it off anytime you land on an edit box that you don't actually want to interact with. And then alternatively, if you have smart browse mode turned off, then you'll have to manually activate each edit box and manually turn off browse mode by double pressing the action key. So I don't think either option is great, but you do have an option of how you want that to behave. Another thing I wanted to point out about smart browse mode that kind of bugs me is that if you have it enabled, it will still toggle even if you don't have a keyboard connected at the moment. So if you're just using TalkBack normally with your touch screen, every time you go to an edit box, you'll hear it tell you browse mode has been turned off, and then when you leave that edit box, you'll hear it tell you browse mode has been turned back on. So I don't think that affects the usage of TalkBack without a keyboard, but it is definitely annoying to have to hear it when I don't even have a keyboard connected. So hopefully that's something that can be corrected in the future. Now, before I end this, I'm going to show you a few shortcuts that might help you to learn this new Keymap. First is going to be to press Action Shift / or question mark.
Search, keyboard shortcuts. Search, edit box, editing, keyboard hidden.
What this does is it brings you up a list of all the keyboard shortcuts, and there's actually a search box you can use. For example, I'm going to type media.
Name, E, showing Gboard, keyboard shortcuts. A,
And then I'm going to
clear text, button.
navigate.
Player pause media, action plus control plus enter.
And as you can see, that was a quick way to find out what that shortcut is for controlling media.
Cancel, button.
I'm going to cancel to get out of here.
Cancel. Chrome, an overview of top.
And I'm going to show you a couple more. One being, if you hit Action 0,
Name, edit box, required. Editing, practice keyboard shortcuts. Press a physical keyboard key or key combination to hear what it does. Press Ctrl plus W or Escape to exit. You can also practice TalkBack gestures here. Keyboard hidden.
So as you heard, this is sort of an input learning mode, where if you press a key, you can find out what it does. So just for example, I'm going to hit Action OT,
Action plus O plus T, open text to speech settings.
or Action RI.
Action plus R plus I, describe image.
Obviously, it works with simple things like
Action, browse mode on.
if browse mode is on, I can just hit letters,
H, navigate to next heading.
or Shift H.
Shift plus H, navigate to previous heading.
So I'm going to hit Escape to get out of here and show you one more thing before I let you go.
Finish, keep reviewing. Finished reviewing. You can come back to the tutorial anytime. Keep reviewing, but finish, button. Nova Launcher. Home.
So now instead of pressing Action 0, we're going to press Action Shift 0.
TalkBack tutorial. Navigate up, button.
And this brings us to the tutorial.
TalkBack tutorial. This tutorial is for the enhanced Keymap, which includes many new commands. To select the Keymap, go to TalkBack settings greater than advanced settings greater than keyboard shortcuts. Press Action plus right arrow to select a topic. For the best experience, turn on TalkBack before getting started. Basic interaction. Move between items read by lines, use menus, and more.
And then you have different categories you can go through.
Browse mode. Navigate web content faster with jump commands.
And you don't have to use the shortcut to get to this tutorial. If you go through the TalkBack settings the normal way, when you open tutorial, if you have a keyboard connected, it will ask you if you want to do the touch tutorial or the keyboard tutorial, and selecting the keyboard tutorial will take you to this same page. And that brings us to the end of this demonstration. I hope it's been helpful, and thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, John, for that information. And we appreciate it. If you guys want to learn about TalkBack, we got a whole playlist dedicated to it, in as much as we have one for the confused screen reader, aka Joshua or Jisho screen reader, there on our site.